Hello, gentle folk, gentle beasts, and all creatures in between. Welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind with me, Traversing the Dark. You'll see Karla looks a little bit different. I went shopping just at the tail end of the last episode and bought her a new, more appropriate hood for our new outfit. Pauline's stolen clothes. He won't be needing them. He looked fine without them. I mean, something normal. Now, we have a little bit of an issue with Caldera. I looked it up last time and it seems that there is actually a bug that I knew about, that when you have a bounty that's more than 5k, you're issued a death sentence in Morrowind. Now, Larius Varro should take care of that. You saw that when I walked out of his Moonmoth Legion fort, the guards that were chasing me before, they were fine. They were just like, okay, we'll let you chill now. Larius has spoken to us, all good. And every guard elsewhere, and I've checked this, including Sedanine, including expansion pack content, every other city, every guard is fine. But for some reason, Caldera guards don't like me.
What do you want of me, Outlander?
Safe haven. Caldera guards are waiting outside the Mages Guild to destroy me. Now, I could kill them. I could kill them with my Exploding Palm spell. You saw what that can do last time. Problem is, they'll just keep coming back. The Emperor will just keep on sending new men, and as soon as they hit Caldera landfall, they're like, boom, we need to kill Karla the Cam. We've gone rogue. Officially, the Imperial Guards of Caldera have gone rogue. I am still wanted for death even without a bounty. But you know something? These little bugs, they're always features of Bethesda games, and I tell you something, they make it just that little bit more interesting, right? Who wants a perfect Let's Play where everything goes well and everything's beautiful and nothing hurts? Not Karla. She's gonna stay calm. Gonna stay calm. We're just gonna continue Edwina Elbert's quests in Aldrun. And actually, the funny thing is, there is an item that we might come across that might help us with these pesky Caldera guards. So, let's continue doing our Mage Guild quests. Our next rank is Warlock, which pretty much I want to get to before finishing up the Mages Guild a little bit and then going and actually starting the main quest with Caius. Big Daddy Caius. Hello there, Edwina Elbert.
Friend, I enjoy the company.
I'm sure you do. She loves me. More duties. It's time to get into the big guns. I'm glad you asked, Magician. At this delicate phase of my research, I need to study a Dwemer cube. They're easy enough to find. I believe I saw some in Arkenthunksturms when I was last there. Would you be willing to travel there and bring back the Dwemer cube? Yes. I appreciate your dedication, Karla the Cam. Arkenthunksturms is northwest of Gnisis, but there's an easier way to get there. Go to Aldvalofe and follow the coast to the west. I'm going to slightly ignore that. I'm going to just go to Gnisis, which she's marked Aldvalofe on our map, which is merciful for a Morrowind quest. But Gnisis is down here. I'm going to start the journey from Gnisis. To be honest, you pretty much have to start the journey from there anyway, because there's no way to get fast travel to Aldvalofe. It's on right the border of Morrowind, between Morrowind and Solstheim. Skyrim's over here somewhere. And there's no way to fast travel there. It's pretty much like a frontier town. But we've got our trusty mace. We got our trusty spells. Some new ones that I've mapped. What I'm going to do is I'm going to map Exploding Palm to 7. That's going to be our little tricksy little trump card. And I'll also map my Ancestral Ghost to 8, my Skeletal Minion to 4. Mason 2, and we're pretty much ready to go. Got a good casting chance with Exploding Palm as well, so I'm feeling confident overall. I don't have that many Restore Magicka potions though. It may be worthwhile to get some more of them. But I think for our first outing we'll be okay. Those are famous last words. He looks like he's about to fall. Sir? Sir, are you... Hold on. Just give me one little second here. basic flight. See how we're still pretty much as fast as like our normal levitate spell, but for almost like half the cost. Sir, are you okay up here?
Sir.
You look like you're comprehending the end. Can you see out of that? This is actually new armor, a new armor set from a mod. I may duel one of these guys to take their stuff, because in Morrowind, he's gonna fall. Honestly, he's gonna fall. I know it. I absolutely know it. In Morrowind, you can taunt someone, and if you annoy them enough, they'll just attack you. That's one way to do the Balmora Bloodbath quest without actually getting a bounty, is to just taunt the people there into becoming so annoyed with you that they're just like, that does it, and they start wailing on you, and you can legally attack them. Because hey, it's self-defense, even though you verbally abused them mercilessly. We're gonna go to the Silt Strider. A guard, do I kill it? No, it can live. It can live. Let's go to Gnisis. It's a bit of a journey. So yeah, I also bought Karla some nice little mage gloves, little stitched together gloves that go with her robe. I'm much more about aesthetics right now than I am armor class, armor type. Yeah, this playthrough is permadeath, but I'm feeling confident right now with Karla. Not confident enough to explore that place up there. Dunmer Strongholds I am going to stay clear of, because that's some high level content. Let me just map our basic flight path spell to 6. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah, just for some ease. Just for ease of use. Before we go on the path to this ruin to get our little dwarven tube for our dwarven researcher, we're just going to go to this little tomb over here, because Karla ain't been tomb raiding in a while. And she's feeling the itch. She better water walk here. Who knows what's in the water. Karla's feeling the itch to get some tomb raiding done. Off the beaten path of the Mages Guild quest line for now. Just to indulge yourself a little bit. We'll do a little rest to restore our fatigue. Right. Gonna summon my mace, and I'm gonna wail on anything that's in here. Come at me, Deirdre. Or... oh, there, yep. I've fought enough of you guys. Come on. Oh, whoa. Actually did some decent damage, to be fair. That does not bode well for Karla the Cam. Unlabeled D. Bryant. Extravagant Ruby Amulet. Let's get this thing probed. Let's go. Yep. 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 There we go. Then Stagmer's Ring. This is why it's worth checking every tomb that you come across in Morrowind. Little bit of tomb raiding hurt no one but the ancestors, and hey, what are they gonna do? Resist fire 30%, resist frost 30%, resist shock 30%. Total resistance ring. And the best thing, constant effect. Let's wear it. Combination of Mentor's Ring and Stagmer's Ring is awesome for a low level mage. It's particularly a dark elf, because with our innate resistance to fire, 75%, plus Stagmer's Ring, we are immune to fire damage. Mages want to cast fire spells at me, good luck to them. Because unless they've got a weakness effect attached to it, I will be taking no damage. And you know what the great thing is? NPCs in the game, and creatures in the game, none of them know that little weakness spell trick. Oh, I've still got my bone mace. So we are pretty much safe from fire for the foreseeable future. I'm not going to die to a scamp. It's not going to happen. It's simply not going to happen. I do got to be careful though. Ring of Healing. Do you know what? We've got plenty actually, we do have plenty of restore health potions. I'll pop one. And then, do you know something? No, I won't use it. Do you know what? Maybe I will. Have I got indulges unhinging? I do. Or indulges open door even. Hey little scamp, how you doing? And he's dead. It's a relatively costly spell. I mean, it does cost 44, but it's extremely cost effective for what it is. Like, extremely cost effective. And with our pool of magicka and our ability to restore it naturally... Oh, why is Mentor's ring went off? Oh, because I put on my Ring of Healing. I have to watch that. There we go. Oh, didn't restore me fully. There we go. May actually be worth joining the Tribunal Temple so that I can use their shrines for free. Just a little hidden bonus there that the game doesn't tell you about, but yeah, any religious organization you're part of, there is only two in the game really, the Imperial Cult and the Tribunal. If you're part of them, you get a reduced cost to use shrines, and eventually as you rise in the ranks, not too far, you can use the shrines for free, so very useful stuff. The world of Morrowind. I was doing some writing today. I have a web novel that I write that's kind of a RPG inspired fantasy adventure, specifically dark fantasy. Morrowind is just such an inspiration to me when I write. Like, ever since I was young and I played the game for the first time, probably like 11 or 12, it was one of those games that just like totally opened my eyes. You know those games you play and they maybe come around like every couple of years, or like, I can't even think of like the equivalent. It's like, I remember when Halo 3 came out and the hype around Halo 3 was just huge, and it was like E3 like 2000 and whatever, 2007 or something silly like that. And it was like, this game will change your life. You play this game and like the world's not gonna make sense anymore. You're just gonna escape. Like, that was the hype behind Halo 3, and that was the hype for me when I started playing Morrowind. Although, Morrowind never had like a huge E3 release or anything like that. It was like, Daggerfall came out, and then you can look up the trailer for Morrowind online. It's a pretty ghastly, like pretty muted trailer. And like, even the artwork for Morrowind doesn't even look appealing. It's like a really drab brown cover. And yet you play the game and it's just this immensely saturated world full of content and just full of interest and mechanics and like different cultures, worlds you can explore. It's just so well crafted, and it was the biggest surprise ever for me. Don't know about you guys, like a lot of you I know who are watching, this seems like a dodgy forest. A lot of you who are watching, I know have played Morrowind before. Like, I wonder what your experience was. I'd be interested to know. Like, how did you find out about Morrowind? Because it's like, I just chanced by it. I was in a random GameStop. I was looking for a game. Went in after school, just being like, oh, you know what? I get some spare cash. Let's see what we got for the OG Xbox. My cousin had like given me an OG Xbox as a present, and I was like, he had one game, and it was like the Obi-Wan prequel trilogy game, and it was absolute crap. And I was like, I don't know if Xbox is great, maybe I'll just go back to the Nintendo GameCube. And then I was like, you know what, today let's see if there's a game that will change my mind. And I saw Morrowind, and was like, okay, never heard of this, let's see what it's like. And it was just, from then on I was hooked. Like, I was absolutely just engrossed. Exploding pan time. Oh, failure, not good. Another rune to explore, should I? Probably should, considering how low my my magicka is. I'll need a way to restore it. Because it's going to be a lengthy journey this episode, oh shoot, that's not good news. Ow. Do you know what? If I get... Yeah, I'm going to use this. Archers are really, they really are the bane of your existence. But he's quite a weak archer. They really are in Morrowind. Not enough people talk about how effectively, especially poison arrows, jeez. They'll sell for a pretty penny. How effective archers are in Morrowind. Like, they will just annihilate you at low level. Especially if they've got magical arrows. Some okay items in here. I really should heal myself. I'll use this. I don't like using it. But I'll keep my bound mace out. Any bad guys here? Of course there is. Let's go. Come on, bound mace. Nice. These are good arrows. Cruel shard arrow. That's the thing as well. Enemies do have unique arrows. I'm only level 3, so it seems like archer skeletons are now spawning in these dungeons, which is good because a lot of the times they respawn, and so do their special arrows that you can't buy anywhere else. I'll unlock this door. So yeah, just Morrowind was just a special, like, time. It was like I'd come home from school and was just like, do you know what, let's play Morrowind. Let's play it and just explore this alien world. And it was like, I never had a computer for a long time, so I couldn't look up cheats or anything like that. I remember going to like the public library to try and figure out if like the solutions to quests and stuff. Like, it was just a different time. That was way back long ago. Oh, fire damage? Who cares? Go on, try it. Try it. Nope. Take their ectoplasm. It was just a, yeah, it was just a different time in gaming. Like, absolutely different. Should really summon this. Ooh, okay, I gotta be careful here. Ouch! Ow, not good. Not great news at all. Honestly, not great news. Pop a magica potion. They're also really good at following your trajectory, these archers, so you gotta be a little bit careful when you're dealing with them. At least I've got my trusty area of effect fireball spell. Come on, man. Ow. Absorbed a bit of that, thankfully. Really got to take it slow. Shock damage 3 to 7 points. Jeez. Thankfully I got some shock resistance now. Trap chest. Let's see what we got. Oh jeez. An armored skill increased? Useless, but hey, I can always sell the book. Might even rest to restore my health. Doesn't seem like there's a shrine in here. I don't want to use my last magica potion. Hawkshaw ring, detect key, pretty useless, but it might be contextually some use at some point when I'm looking for a key. What's this? Potion of endurance. See, in every dungeon there's always something either randomly generated or just a nice little treasure that makes it worthwhile to explore. I'm taking it slow when really I could just be using these restore fatigue potions actually. What's behind our final door? Let's see. Come on, disarm trap. Come on, disarm trap. But yeah, tell me what your experience with the game is, and if there was a game that was kind of analogous to that for you, because I think everyone's got their game that like really changed things for them. I mean, before Morrowind, the biggest like RPG I'd played was Zelda, specifically Wind Waker and the GameCube. I had an N64, but I was too young to appreciate like Ocarina of Time when it was popular. Again, my cousins used to play an awful lot, and like, I don't know, I just could never really get into it. I could never really get into it. I got into it a lot later, and played the remaster, which I feel like I missed out by not really like enjoying Ocarina of Time at the time of its release. But Wind Waker was awesome. Just an awesome experience all around. And then I played Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, which was a spin-off of a series that I never even knew about. Oh, quality restore magic. I'll take one of them. But still loved it. It was a great, great hack and slash experience. I knew about Diablo, but again, didn't have PC, so it was nothing that I could play. But these are all examples of like the old guard of like classic RPG gaming. And I feel like sometimes Morrowind gets neglected, although nowadays kind of appreciation for it's coming back. I certainly didn't expect people to be interested in videos of Morrowind, like analysing how important it is in terms of how it deals with different social structures, cultural issues and that sort of thing. Because these things were just always so obvious to me as a kid playing it. It was just like it really was a teaching experience. And it's what got me interested in things like abolitionism, historically. And the fight to end slavery. Do a little rest here. I've got a little bit to go, I still do. I really want to do this quest at least this episode. I know I've been massively sidetracked. Again, that's just a feature of Morrowind, I'm afraid. But picking up loot along as you go and just exploring the world is just, it's part of the experience. And no game has really rivaled that. Skyrim is pretty much an engine. With mods, you can make Skyrim something that's really quite special. I tend to just mod it so that it's Dark Souls, but then I think to myself, why am I not just playing Dark Souls? And then I go play Dark Souls. Because the combat there spoils you. Although that's an action RPG, including Elden Ring. These lovely bridges. Let's see. But yeah, I've seen an influx of people who are even just starting Let's Plays on Morrowind now. Gnisis that way, cool. Alvalofi that way. And who are really enjoying themselves and seem to have a viewership that enjoys the game. And at the end of the day, if you're making videos on anything, if you're being creative in any way, you gotta focus on things that you love. That's why in my writing I focus on fantasy stories, world building, and try to include some of what Morrowind taught me as well about character-focused world building. I think that dialogue is one of the best ways that you can get across the world of your book without, like, massive exposition dumps. Like, I love Lord of the Rings. I mean, any fantasy fan does, let us preaching to the choir, but Tolkien's exposition is just so heavy, especially in his earlier work. Which is fine for the time, but nowadays, like, I really want to get into the story, you know, and I really just, I want to get to know the characters more than just the world they exist in. Or ultimately, I think you should be able to do both. And that's something that Morrowind does in spades. Like, for example, hello there, citizen. Oh, she's actually not a good example. She can tell me nothing. She must be quest related. Yeah, she must be. I've never even seen her before. Just this random woman standing in the middle of nowhere. Hi there. Aldvalofi. Simple place. Local Redoran sheriff. Another great house. Lives at the outpost, and there's Redoran smith and trader as well, and a small temple shrine in the outpost basement. Right, I probably want to get to that shrine because our Dwemer ruin is over there, where we're looking for our tube for Edwina. I want to get to this outpost then, because that shrine will help me restore all my magicka. Ha! Hello there. Lauren Venya. It's been quiet. I think everyone's concerned about those outcast Ashlanders will kidnap more people. Did you hear? They took Medura Saran. She was but a simple pilgrim. Someone needs to rescue her. Some rogue Ashlanders have a small camp just south of the village. They took her there. Look for the camp past the lighted tree up on the hill. Watch yourself. Okay. Yeah, sure, whatever. We'll save this girl. We'll save this girl and totally be heroes. Karla's got some free time. Karla's got some free time. Why not? See, even that itself is a good example of world building, because you know these Ashlanders have kidnapped this girl. you've maybe never heard of the Ashlanders before, you're thinking, well, what's their game? Why have they taken this woman from the village? Well, we'll see even by their appearance that there's definitely something different about these people. Here's their camp. It's on the way anyway to the ruin. Hello there, Rabia Ashabibi. What do you want in the Adenit camp, Outlander? I'm a wise woman. Latest rumours, Medura Saran. You have to talk to our chief, Abasil Basilit, Outlander. He's inside. Any Ashlander worshippers, any Ashlanders on YouTube, I apologise if I butchered the name. Morrowind kinda has that effect on you that you start to butcher every name. These are the first Ashlanders we've ever met. Hello, Kund. Speak to Rabia Ashabibi, Adenit's camp, wise woman, Outlander. I just have. We have to go inside. There she is. And why'd you kidnap her? Medura Saran, no foreigner. We will keep this pilgrim. My trade. I'm the chief of the Adenat camp, Outlander. Background, the chief. He can't really tell us too much. We are the Dwemer, dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people who followed the prophet Veloth out of the southwest generation upon generation ago, settling here in Morrowind. We are the true Dwemer. We have remained true to the sacred rites and customs of our forefathers. The house people, the so-called settled people called Dark Elves by the Outlanders, are also of the ancient lineage of the prophet Veloth. Now this tells us a little bit about the story of the Dark Elves as a people. They used to reside in this place called Somerset Isle, but then their prophet decided he didn't like that too much and he guided them to the land of Morrowind, where they basically grew as a civilization on their own, apart from the High Elves who lived in Somerset Isle. Now these Ashlanders, they are people that don't live in the settled parts of Morrowind. They reject civilization and they live off the land. They're pretty much like your kind of D&D, like druids, except for they really don't like foreigners, and they really believe that they are the true guardians of Morrowind's heritage. So, little bit racist, just a tad. You're noticing that's a little bit of a theme in Morrowind, but they have taken this woman hostage. For what reason we don't know. We'll see if she knows. Alvalothi, Medura, yes, I'm her. Travel together. Do you want me to follow you? Abasa will try and kill me if I leave. Wait here, right? There must be some kind of ransom. Let's see if we can give him some gold. Okay. So this pilgrim has value. I will give her to you for 500 drakes, but you seem short on gold. Come back when you have more. I don't want to kill him because I don't want to get in the Ashlander's bad side. So, Medura, if you can just wait here for a bit, I'll be back. Don't worry. I'll be back. Don't eat her. No, they're not going to do that. I will be back when I have 500 gold. Promise. I will definitely be back. Before that, though, let's just go finish up this quest, and then I'm sure she's fine, guys. I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure that she can hold on until we get this Dwemer cube. We explore this dwarven ruin. I'm sure she'll be absolutely fine. Hello there, friend. You seem friendly. Come on, son. Give me my restore fatigue potions. Alright, son, let's go. Oh, come on. Done. Hound mate. Don't need that just now. Actually, what I'm gonna do is mark this place. So I can come back when I've got our gold. Because I do want to free Medura. Don't want to leave her there. The Ashlanders have plenty of reason to hate the settled people, which will become apparent as we play Morrowind's main story. But I think for now... Oh, hello there, little guy. We'll leave them be. Come on. I can do it. Come on, Karla. Bash. Done. Now, to complete this quest, the funny thing is that you actually don't even need an actual tube from this specific Dwemer ruin. That's actually a theme with a lot of Edwina Ailbert's quests in Old Run. If you just find her dwarven items from anywhere in the game world, then she'll accept them. She just wants the items, that's all. But it's an adventure, and we might as well use this as a chance to explore our first dwarven rune. It's not a big one, but it does give us a lovely statue representation here of what the dwarves used to look like, or sometimes referred to as the Dwemer in Morrowind. We can fly up and take a little look quickly. This lovely halberd, tower shield. Make out his bearded face. Kind of like bearded elves, basically, with their little gnomish hats that they have. So we might assume that this is a kind of warrior's ruin. This was maybe a training facility at some point. That big-ass crossbow there would maybe tell us something about that too. The Dwemer are the ones that used to reside in this land before the Dark Elves came. And for a while they lived peaceably, but I shan't say more because that'll be a spoiler. In this place we get dwarven spiders, check them. Technology meets the world of Morrowind. They're very resistant to magic. But you know what they're not resistant to? Explosions. And blunt trauma. Come on, little guy. Hiya. Hiya. Oh, careful. I like how they just shoot back as soon as you hit them. Don't know if you can hear them meandering around there, but that's the sound of their little leggy legs. The little dwarven mechanical leggy legs legging around. Hey, little guy. Ow. I'm slow, but I get the job done. There's usually raw ebony, I'll take that, worth 200 gold. Ash salts, 25 gold. Some coins. I'll take them. And a Dwemer tube, hey, there we go. We've got what we came for. But let's at least see what lies deeper in the rune. Now, if you come in here and you're a pure mage, normally you'll have a problem because these guys are so resistant to magic. It's kind of a theme. You know, machines are kind of the total antithesis to magical energy. See as well the workings of the Dwemer. They're a very technically advanced people, and all the runes are curiosities for the researchers in Morrowind. Some people who have devoted their entire lives to just discovering what happened to the Dwemer. If you remember, Archmage Trebonius told us to solve that very mystery. Find out what happened to the dwarves because they all disappeared and nobody knows why. And nobody's going to be finding out unless they do some sleuthing. And even then they might not figure out what exactly happened. They might just get a general idea. Nothing in there for me. Usually the tube that you pick up is here. I'm going to take it because it's got value, but that's pretty much it for this rune. Nothing else here except for steampunk-esque aesthetics and clockwork machinery. Yup. And strange runic symbols. That's pretty much us. We got what we came for. And now all we've got to do is hogtail it back to Edwina Ailbert and trade in this tube for a little bit of goodwill. Before we do that, what I'm going to do is save our good friend Madura Saran, and then I'm going to head back to Gnisis. In fact, what I might do is head back to Gnisis first to sell some of this stuff to get the gold to save Madura, and then I will Almsevy intervention and find my way back to Edwina Ailbert, but we'll do that in the next episode. So, thank you everyone for joining me and Karla as she fireballs our way through Morrowind, unlocking doors, unlocking traps, and trying to save pilgrims on her way. This was our first Dwarven Ruin Delving adventure. Thank you for joining me, Let me know if you've been enjoying these videos and what you'd like to see more of from Karla. If you'd like to see me meander around as I did in this video, exploring different dungeons on my way, just chatting away about Morrowind, tell me. And if you think to yourself, no, I just want pure quest content, I am resolute in that this falcon should only fly fast, straight and narrow, no distractions, well, just shout at me too and let me know. Apart from that, folks, enjoy your day, your week, your night. Make sure to check under your bed